Hi everybody, welcome back. Today I'll be sharing with you my initial thoughts and kind of give you my first impressions about my new bag, and it is the Hermes Toolbox 26. So I recently unboxed this bag and I'll link that video up here and in the description box below and you can check it out. This is actually a pre-loved bag which I got from a Singapore reseller called Luxe Lexicon. I'll put the name right here, you can check them out. Basically they have like a huge selection of Hermes bags like Birkins, Kelly's, new, pre-loved and all, but I wanted something different and a little bit more affordable and also a little bit not so common. I had two YouTubers also I mentioned in my unboxing that really influenced me to get this bag, which is Bagaholic as well as Winnie Y. Both of them have this bag, one in a 20 and then one in a 26. So I really got influenced by them. I was like, I need this bag, I need it! So I got it and I have been really enjoying it. Using my cat star rating to go through this first impressions, but like I said before, when I do a first impressions, by the way, I'm so sorry about the lighting. The sun is going up and down, so you can see me like turn yellow and then turn white, turn yellow. Please forgive me, I'm trying to use natural light, but it is a really hot day. I wish the clouds would just like float by and cover the sun, but oh, maybe I should wait it out a little bit. Yeah, maybe I should wait it out. No, it's not going to wait. Okay, so let's continue. Like I said, I'll be using my cat star rating for this particular review, but like I said earlier, in my when I do a first impressions review, I won't cover all 10 cat stars, but I'll try and cover like the most important ones like functionality. I'll cover like material, versatility, and whether it's a convenient bag or not. So I'll try and cover that today. I think I have about 5 to talk about, but yeah, let's get to it. Before I get started, I hope you guys are subscribed. You know, hit that button like it's like around here, like down here. Just click it and you can see my videos. I try and do 2 videos a week. Right now my uploading schedule is not the best. Like some days I'll upload on Tuesday, some days I'll upload on Saturday, but you know, I haven't really found a good day and time to upload. But you know, I'm not like a huge YouTuber, right? I don't I don't have like a fixed Tuesday, Saturday. So I think I want to do it a little bit more random and I'll pop out once in a while. So make sure you hit that notification button so that if at any time I do upload a video, you guys will get notified. Yeah, so let's get to the video. So I'm going to start off with functionality, and when I first got this bag, my main purpose for it is actually for work, and so far I have been absolutely loving it for work. Somebody said that it looks like a big milk carton, so let me just take out this strap from the side, and it looks like 2 things. It looks like a milk carton from the side and it looks like a doctor bag, and I thought, oh my gosh, that is exactly what it looks like a doctor bag. You know, those old school, you know, those doctors that come to your house and they like open and it's all the tools inside, and then from the side it looks like a milk carton. I thought, yes, absolutely, yes. So anyway, coming back to functionality, it has definitely served me well as a functional bag. It is basically a big hold. So when you open it like this, and it just flips open like that, you can see I've got my, I'm going to take that out because it's pretty heavy. I've got my bag organizer, which is totally not organized, but it helps take care of the internal, like the leather on the inside. So right now it's all how do you say, like it's all empty. So I've seen Winnie actually use her bag open like this, right? You can actually open it up and it kind of reminds me of the Celine luggage tote. But when I do this, you can't actually, I don't know, it can't use the corner here. So I have not used the bag in such a manner. I prefer to flip it in and keep it all tucked in like that. feel that it looks a little bit more, I don't know, it looks better. So anyway, as I was saying, I like the fact that it's a big hole, and I like to say that it's functional because when I open this bag, when I open it at the side, whether I'm carrying it as a shoulder bag with the strap or I'm carrying it on the crook of my arm and I open it, I can see everything inside. And you know, I like that. I like that when I'm, you know, when I'm moving around for work, you know, and I'm, you know, when I'm going through the airport and all, I find that I tend to be like, you know, stirring my bag to find for stuff. But when I can see everything, I can go like zoom in and take it out. So convenient and so functional. So I'm putting them kind of like together. So anyway, it has compartments. So it's got 2 slip compartments here, and then on the other side right here it's got one big one, and I have been using it. Like when I put my passport, I can slip it there like this. So that's pretty good as well. I have been enjoying that. So functionality, I guess it has served its purpose for me as a work bag, and I have used this only but once, okay, only but once, for going out. So I think because it comes with this detachable strap, and it's also in this canvas leather, it is quite casual. You know, it gives that, it kind of makes it a little bit more not so formal. Like without the, let me take this out. Without the strap, this looks like a work bag, you know, but when I put this here and let it hang on my shoulder, I don't know, it gives that a little bit more casual vibe. So for functionality, at this point, I would definitely give it a star. It is a functional bag for me. It has served its purpose as a work bag, and also because it has a turn lock like this, I can open and close it pretty easy. I don't have any kind of like problems with the opening. The size is good enough for me to put enough stuff inside. I know some of you have asked me if I, prefer the 20. Would I get, would a 20 be a little bit better? But because I want to use it for work, I want that kind of space and capacity for me to put my things inside. So I'm just going to quickly show you my really messy bag organizer. I've got my wallet, I've got like another bag here. This is my small little makeup pouch, got my passport. I will put my 2 phones at the side here. I need to organize it a little bit better, but I do have to carry quite a few things. So when I put my bag organizer inside, so I'm going to show you, it already takes up quite a bit of space. As you can see, it takes off almost like until where this stitching ends right here. So my bag organizer takes up so much space. I guess I could put taller things inside, which I have, but I find that it would bulk up this part of like the milk carton part. So I didn't really like that. I didn't want to like damage the leather or stretch it out yet, because it's still a pretty new bag. Let me use it for like entire year, and once I get more comfortable and let the leather like soften more, I would maybe be more comfortable to stuff it a little bit more. But I can tell you that at this point in time, because I have used it a lot for work, like 2 weeks in a row, let it rest a week, and then another kind of week in a row, and then now I'm going to use it for another week, so that's quite a lot for a single bag. Yeah, it has definitely been very functional for me for work. People have not, like stared at it and like, oh, interesting looking bag, it's like nice. I like the understated part of it too, Now I'm going to talk about convenience and hassle-free. So I guess you already know, I find that when I can open and see everything inside, it becomes a very convenient bag. Like I can see everything inside. So I love that. It's so convenient. And having 2 options, right? So 2 options is, one, the top handle here, I can put it at the crook of my arm. I can't put it on my shoulder, but if I need to hang it on my shoulder, I just bring along the strap. And because it's canvas with a little bit of hardware and leather at the ends here, it's extremely light. I can just carry it along with me. I have this bucket bag, my Chanel bucket bag, but the strap that comes with it is like a chain strap, so heavy. So I actually just continue to use the bucket bag with its handle, but not use it with the long shoulder strap, because if I'm going to carry that strap along with me, it's so heavy, the bag becomes so heavy. But this strap, because it is canvas, I put it along with me inside, I bring it along with me, and it's so easy, right? It's so light, it doesn't add much weight to the bag. The bag itself is it's got a bit of weight, right? It's got a bit of weight, and it's, because it's fully leather, you can't expect it to be light as a feather. So having additional stuff inside will add to the weight. So I'm very happy that this is actually canvas, because I can carry it along with me, and it makes it so convenient. At any point in time I need to bring it on my shoulder, so easy. Just snap it on, I'm good to go. Now the other thing that I really like about it is that the fact that when I use it with the shoulder strap, so let me snap it back on again, like that. I love the fact that the 2 handles drop to the side, so it's not sticking up like this. like this is so good. Then I have that space right here that it doesn't like, you know, just, it doesn't poke me, it doesn't irritate me. So which bag bugs me like that? Let me think. Okay, like for example, I don't have the Givenchy Antigona bag. I had to change my battery, so I'm not sure where I stopped, but anyway, I think I was talking about the Givenchy Antigona bag. So anyway, like I was saying, when I carry this bag with the strap, this two handle falls at the side, and I really like this because when I wear it on my shoulders, it doesn't like, you know, it doesn't like hit me, or it's like too high and I have to like kind of like avoid the straps, like the two handles. The Givenchy Antigona bag, and I have mentioned this before, I find that the medium size is a little bit too big for me, and I have considered getting the smaller ones, which is a little bit lower, but because the handles don't fall to the side, they kind of like stick up. I don't know, I feel like it's in the way between me and, you know, between the bag and my armpit. I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like bags when I have to carry and it kind of sticks up. I have, let me see, do I have any bags like that? I can't think of any at the moment. Like my Speedies, they drop to the side. What else? Okay, for example, my Chanel Trendy CC, which I've sold, it did have that little bit of handle problem, but because it was a crossbody bag, or you can wear it as a long shoulder bag, you know, it doesn't really like, you know, annoy me at the side. But if it was a little bit shorter, I think I wouldn't like that. So anyway, coming back to this bag, I really like the fact that the two handles drop to the side, and then because of that, when I need to open the bag like this, I can, it doesn't disturb me, you know. It's so convenient when it falls to the side, it doesn't disturb me. I can just open it like that. I love it. It has been a pretty hassle-free bag. Only thing is, it has a pretty big base. Like, look at that, it's huge. So when I put it at my body like this, it's quite far. I wonder how to say, like, it's quite chunky, so it's not the most good looking kind of thing to do, you know, because I don't really want to put it under here and then squash it. I don't want to do that to the bag, not right now when the bag is pretty new. Maybe when it's like much older and I have let the leather become like, you know, butter soft. But at the moment right now, the base is quite stiff and solid, so I don't want to press my hand, you know, like onto the bag and squash it at the moment. So I do have to like walk a little bit like that. So I guess that's not a really good look. Does it cause me any hassle? I guess when I'm walking in a very crowded place, it does create bulk. You know what I mean? Like I'm walking with something like chunky here. So I don't know whether you call it making, like, being of a hassle, but not really. I guess you have to manage it. I have been managing it. If I'm in a very crowded place, all I do is I hold it on the handles and, you know, just let it dangle towards my foot, like towards my legs, so that it's, you know, at the bottom. So I haven't had any problems with the bulk. I know some of you asked me if it's a very bulky bag. It definitely is a bigger, bulkier bag, you know, quite a boxy thing, but I guess it comes with the territory. You know, I need to put things in it, so it's a bigger bag, more stuff, more bulk. I'm going to talk about versatility as well. I think this is a very versatile bag. So far, I haven't had any problems transitioning from day to night with this bag. I've gone out like whole day working with it, and then at night I've gone out with dinner with it. I haven't found that it looks odd, you know, like I don't know, it doesn't look out of place. It looks okay. I do think it's because of the color as well. It's not like a super bright color that will not be so suitable for work, and then at the same time when I go out casually at night, or you know, when I go out for dinner, it's not black where it's just like boring black, so work, so formal. So I guess the color does help a little bit. Plus with the canvas strap, I find that I can easily, you know, make it from very formal, like at the crook of my elbow, and then from the nighttime, like I'm just, you know, casual. It looks really, really good. So I find that versatility, definitely a star. Convenience, so far so good. As well as functionality, definitely it has suited me a lot for my work. So 3 stars so far. I'm gonna talk about hardware, and I guess I'm actually gonna give it half a star. I find that the hardware for this bag will wear out quite a bit for the turn lock, and it does create some weird marks on my leather. So giving it half a star, not because I don't like the hardware. I find that, I don't know. Okay, let me show you. So basically it has the least hardware, the least. Like it's only got a turn lock, it's got these rings here, and then the lobster handle, and then the D-ring, and then the feet. So for me, the feet, actually the original stickers are still on it, except for 1 and 2, but you know, the original stickers are still there, so I have nothing much to say about the feet. Super shiny. It's even though I put it like on the ground or on the table a few times, it doesn't scratch that easily, so that's pretty good. The hardware is okay so far. Now the only thing that the reason I'm giving it half a star, I don't know how to explain. Okay, so basically every time I do this, I close it because it has this circle part where is the turn lock. It keeps knocking on this other plate here, this plate here. I find that it's gonna wear out the hardware quite a bit. So far, because the plastic is still on the hardware here, it's no, well, okay, not really, because they have like this wrapping around the hardware, but the part where it always, you know, when I'm doing this, like I'm trying to find the best part to close, you see, I find that it really wears out the hardware. It's quite scratched right at the tip here, so I'm giving it half a star. I feel just my thought, okay, I feel like they shouldn't have put a plate here where the inner, like here where the turn lock has to go in and close at this part. I feel like this plate here shouldn't be there. I don't know, this knocking bugs me. I know it's very luxurious and all, but I find that it creates friction on my hardware. You know what I mean? So okay, that's just one. Now the other part of the hardware, which I'm not really sure if it's the hardware or I think it is. Okay, so let me show you. Now when the bag rests, like, oh, actually it's not the hardware. Huh, I thought it was the hardware. Okay, so basically it's not hardware, but anyway, let's just talk about it now. So I just realized that I always thought it was the hardware, these rings creating the marks on my leather, but it's not. It's actually this part here of the handle at the end, the tip, this T part. When I bring it down, it presses on my this tab, and I think you can see it. You see, it's got like dents here, 1, 2 dents, and on the other side as well, it's got a dent. So it's pressing on the tab. It looks weird. It looks like it's got dents in it, but there's nothing I can do about it. I guess it's just like a design flaw. I don't want to say that. It doesn't have a flaw. I want to mention it, and maybe I don't know where to mention it. I guess material? Yeah, maybe I should mention in material. But anyway, so hardware for this part, and then when I'm talking about material, I guess this part of the leather is pressing on the leather tab here, and it creates this little dent. So I guess I have to be very mindful of how I store this bag. When I store it, I need to store it upright like this. I can't store it flat and leave it like this, or you know, letting the handles rest, because it creates a dent on my tab. So I didn't notice it when I bought it, but it's not a big problem. It's just that, you know, you're like, hey, there are 2 dents on the leather tabs. I'm going to continue on the leather. So far I have been really enjoying Swift leather. It's definitely quite a hassle to take care of. It's not the most, I would say, carefree like Clement's leather or Togo leather. It is more prone to scratches, but it's not that bad. I guess it's kind of like Chanel lambskin. Like it's a kind of leather that you have to just be careful with. Like any kind of smooth leather, you have to be careful with it, and don't go bumping around in people or bumping on walls or whatever. You know, just be a little bit more ladylike with the bag and you'll be fine. So I have been exactly like that. I've just been a little bit more careful with it, but except for one occasion where it was really crowded and I had the bag on my crook of my arm, and it was like people walking beside me, and this guy just walked past me like this, and I was right by the wall, and when he like kind of brushed over me, I went like, yeah, and my bag, the corner like kind of like scraped the wall a little bit, and I was like, I had a moment of having sweaty palms. I was like, no, it's gone, it's gone. And I lifted up my bag and I saw it. It was like white. It has like this white scrape at the corner, and I was like, oh no. Every single bad word that I could think about came shooting out from my mouth. I'm like, and it was, I wasn't sure if it was, I was cursing at myself, I was cursing at the guy, I was cursing at the bag, I was just like, no! Anyway, drama of the bag, right? Drama of the first time bag. So when I looked at it, I was like, oh crap. So I started to buff it with my finger. I was like rubbing it, and then it went away. I don't know, I guess the white part was a little bit from the wall, but then that had a little bit of scratch, just a little bit. So when I wiped off that white part, I could see like the leather like a little bit scratched, but I started to buff it, you know, really buff it, and it's gone. So I don't know, it's gone. Yeah, anyway, I can't find it anymore. I don't know which corner it was already. So I guess that kind of bump didn't damage my bag, but I guess if you really scraped on it, so like there's this kind of like let's see if you can see it. No, you can't see it. You can see it like this, I guess, up front. She probably like really marked it, and that's, yeah, I can't buff that. Maybe I could, you know, just really just sit here and just like buff. And so far I haven't had any real problems with the bag. Scratches, so far so good. I've been pretty careful with it. I've got a couple of like light scratches. The other day I had one like a little one like that, and I just buffed it out. Kind of like Chanel lambskin, buff it out. So material wise, it's everything I've dreamed about. Basically all the good stuff, meaning it's so soft. It smells amazing. It feels so nice. It's that slouchy goodness. But Kat needs to be a little bit more careful with it. So I'm gonna give it half a star just because of the additional hassle, right? Related to material. It's not because it's not a great material. It's so nice, it's so soft, so good. I think the color really takes a lot on this Swift leather. It's everything I want in a soft leather bag. But you know, I'm not the most ladylike person, and I'm also gonna give it the fact that because it's quite a delicate, in a way, delicate leather, it marks easily. Like I said, you know, this two parts, it marks, and yeah, can't do anything about it, you know. Whereas like Togo or Clemence leather, you know, it's basically carefree. So if you are really very careless with your stuff, like I am, but I wanted to try. But you know, if you are, I would say stick with Clemence, stick with Togo leather. I don't know whether they actually come up with Togo leather for the toolbox, but I think they do come up with another one which is called Evercolor or Evergreen. Evercolor, I think it's Evercolor, and Evercolor is much more durable and definitely better than Swift in terms of in terms of how you take care of it, and also in terms of upkeep. Evercolor would be a little bit better. So the final thing that I want to talk about for this first impressions is actually customer service, and I want to share just a little bit about how I got this bag. I didn't really talk about it a lot in my unboxing. So basically I got it from Luxe Lexicon, and I bought it at their Ubi Center outlet. So I'm gonna put all the information, the address and all, in the description box below. Oh, but wait a minute, I think they've shifted. But anyway, check out the Instagram. I guess that's the best place to get that information. Go and check out the Instagram. I think they have like the largest selection of handbags ever. So basically what happened is, I know a lot of you asked me as well whether I got a chance to try this bag, and I did. I went to the store. What I did was I actually made an online appointment to visit the store, and there are actually two people, Jay and Flo. I think Jay's the guy, Flo is the lady. I think so. But anyway, I worked with Jay, and then basically he said, yeah, come on in, you know, really nice, really friendly. So I went to the place, and it's like this huge, well, okay, not huge, but like a, I don't know, like a room, like a pretty big room, like a master bedroom size kind of showroom. And they had all the displays of all the handbags, Birkins and all, just like lined up like normal bags. And you can actually go and test it out. Right, like just go like, I like this one. I mean, they're there so that you don't get your dirty hands on it. So they'll take it out, you know, they take out all the wrapping for you, and then you like try. Mirrors there, you get a couch and also quite nice feeling to try it out. Especially, you know, you're spending so much money, and like I was like, oh, there's so many Birkins here. Oh my God, there's so many Kellys here. And then I was just zooming into the toolbox. So basically, the toolbox was there, and I picked it up, and I tried on 2 colors. And what happened was I had to pay a deposit. I could pay full with cash, or I could do like on the spot bank transfer, or I could pay with credit card. But the credit card, they had a surcharge of 3%. I think it was 3%. So you had to top up if you had to pay a credit card, because that's the fee that they would incur. So they actually kind of put it back on you. So anyway, I didn't actually pay full. I paid a deposit because, you know, I didn't expect to buy it on the spot. But basically, if you guys are in Singapore, you'll know I didn't bring my token along with me. So I hadn't have enough cash to transfer to that person immediately. You know, you can use your token. So I was like, oh no, I don't have my token with me. I didn't expect to buy it straight away. So he said, okay, no problem. So he actually charged me a deposit on my credit card without the fee. So I paid like a 10% deposit with my credit card, no fee, and when I went back to the office, I did the rest of the transfer using, you know, cash. So I paid by cash, and it was really nice. I didn't take the bag back because I was actually, it was like, you know, I didn't want to bring it back to the office. And what did I do? So I basically asked him to deliver it to me. So they actually delivered the bag in a box with the paper bag to me. It was free. So I really enjoyed the experience. I think that if you are interested to, you know, get a Birkin bag, or even a Kelly, or even a Picotin or a Bolide, or, you know, anything, but you're not really sure of maybe the size, the material, how it looks on you, or maybe the color and all, you can actually try it out at Luxe Lexicon. I think that is a real plus. The only thing is, I do find that they charge premium. Like this particular bag, I probably paid a few hundred more. Like I could have paid a little bit less at other places, but I guess the experience was that, you know, I know that it's 100% authentic. They have a receipt, they are GST registered, means basically they're a proper company. What else? You know, they're quite well known. And if anything happens, I can definitely call the police. So no, I'm just kidding. Okay, so what I mean is, like, I feel quite confident buying from them, so that the additional cost, I guess, is justifiable. Some things I wouldn't buy from them. Like I would not buy brand new Birkins from Luxe Lexicon. I think there are cheaper places to buy, cheaper resellers to get it from. They are definitely on the higher end. I would buy pre-love from them. It has been a good experience for this bag. They have a very good selection of other bags. And if you watch my other video, or basically this unboxing, I was saying that I want to venture out into the other Hermes bags. I don't want to just stick to Birkin, Kellys, the usual culprits. I want to look at the other bags like Bolide or Bolide. What else is there? Haslans. There's also the mini Kelly cut, or Kelly cut. Then the mini Kellys, and then there's also like the Picotin. There is like the one that's like a duffel bag. I think this is called a Victoria. there are so many other bags than just the main few high, really like top-notch ones, top-end ones, and I like them. You know, I like the fact that they're understated and, you know, nobody knows, but it's still a very luxurious bag, serves the purpose, more affordable in a way, like kind of like almost a Chanel price. Yeah, so if you guys are interested to check out Luxe Lexicon, like I said, go and look at the Instagram. I'm not sponsored, okay, they don't know me, they don't know I do YouTube, so please don't like thumbs up, say, oh, you're supporting them. No, seriously. They don't know who I am. I'm just a buyer. What else? What else can I tell you about them? Oh, and they also do delivery. So if any of you are like overseas, you can actually just email, you can contact them via the phone. They were very, very responsive on WhatsApp. So if you have WhatsApp, I don't know if they use WeChat or any other, you know, app, social media app, but I do know they use WhatsApp because that's how I contacted them. Yeah, on Instagram they're quite good as well. So that is my experience. I had a good one. I think I had a good experience with them. So that's my first impressions video. If you want to see modeling shots of the bag, do check out my unboxing because I did some modeling shots. I don't want to repeat the same kind of content in that video, in this video. So you can check out that one and you can take a look. I modeled the bag as a crossbody bag, as a bag on my crook of my arm. I also carry it as a top handle. I showed like full length, so you can look out for that in that video. If you got any questions about this bag, do put it in the description, in the comment box below. I will definitely check it out and I'll get back to you. Otherwise, I will definitely do another review about this bag much later on, like my other bags. I want to really use it more. This first impressions is, first impressions, right? I think it may change. It could change later down, like maybe, I don't know, touch wood. Okay, touch wood, like 1 year time, something happens to the bag, like, I don't know, something. But I don't want to say anything right now. You know, you'll never know, right, in 1 year what can happen to this bag. But I'm going to take care of it, okay? I'm going to take care of it. This is like my new baby. So, like I said, I will do a new review, like a 1 year update or maybe a 1.5 year update, kind of like my Lindy bag. And yeah, tell you more about it when I do that. So you guys take care and I'll see you then.